Hey gang, it's Evyl and your old buddy Ugly back. That guy right there. He he and I spent quite a bit of time together recently. And yeah, watch this. Yeah, I had to go through my whole inventory, giving him and hitting him with things before I realized that I just needed to hit him. Before I discovered that. Oy. These games are a lot of fun, but sometimes things like that, it's just like, really? I couldn't hit him with a sword, I couldn't kill him with a spear, but I'm going to ball up my fist and punch him and knock it. Anyways, okay, so a look of surprise flits across the goblin's face as you throw a haymaker at its jaw. With a sickening crack, the goblin goes down like a sack of potatoes. You shake your hand and mutter in satisfaction. Didn't see that one coming, did you? I'm so smug. York grants Scully grunts in encouragement and says, "Nice job there, lad, but I think you may be telegraphing it a bit." Well, I think it fucking worked, so shut your whore mouth, Scully. We will take the goblin armor. We will search the body. An interesting crystal comes from its pocket. I haven't progressed any past this. I didn't even loot the guy. As soon as I figured out the solution, I rushed back here to record so we could get back to it. Let's put on the troll or the goblin armor. Very good. You slip out of the cloak and shrug the tunic on over your shoulders. Most excellent. Let's take the torches and look around the room. It's obvious that the suit of armor is made for dress parades and fancy occasions. You wouldn't be caught dead in one of these. That looks like that's what they say all the way around. Ooh. You're uncertain if it's a... That's not what it said. I keep getting different answers. You're uncertain if it's a trick of the light, but you could have sworn that this suit of armor just moved. Have a look up here at the tapestries. The red fabric of this banner is worn and tattered. Well, let's just pick a door then. With a grunt, you pull the door open. This library must contain thousands of ancient tomes, books, and manuscripts. A thick coating of dust coats everything. Well, we may be here for a while. With a crinkle of paper, the book opens. You flip through the book, noting the pages are blank. Well, might as well take it, right? Open. The book sticks a bit before opening. Although you struggle with the poor penmanship, you read on. I am honored to have been selected by Fandril to document the workings of the Circle. The newest initiate is a young man with an inquisitive nature. He has taken the name Lachemere and intends to study the origins of time, although his mastery has yet to be chosen. The High One mentioned that Lachemere is not from his line, and thus cannot be groomed to be head of the Circle. Rather, the new initiate was chosen from an unorthodox scrying performed by Telemere. I do not trust that one. He has an ambition and a hunger that does not sit well with a member of the Circle. Sounds ominous. We'll take that shit too. Let's open this. Book is locked with a metal band, binding it closed. Let's try our opening spell. No, didn't think so. Open. You open the dusty tome. Who knows what wisdom is contained within? Well, I'm about to know. The glasses bring the sentences into focus. Ah, see, it's a good thing I put those on. One particular word stands out from the rest. Paklir. In your mind's eye, you see a glyph glowing with power, and quickly write down the strange mark in your spell book. You have learned a spell. I've now said that 7 times. You think I'm gonna or 6 times. You think I'm gonna catch on? Not read that next time. The spellglyph translates to Paklir. A calming peace quells the stormy thoughts in your mind as you gaze intently at the symbol. Well, I think that's pretty good candidate for taking care of that tornado. We'll take a candle. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. Made from some hide-like material, this map shows the continental lands of Cal Torlin. Try as you might, you're unable to remove the map from the wall. Well, let's burn the fucker. Whoosh! You're perplexed that the material of the map resists your attempts at lighting it on fire. Huh. Drop the book into your satchel. As you examine the brimming bookcase, you feel the movement of air coming from someplace behind it. You know what this means? This means I get to start over again and fast mode it back to here. So, see you in a second. So I've done my replay through once more since the curse was about to get me. And I actually discovered something I missed last time. So I'm going to pick up a little bit ahead of where I was in the previous game. I'll fast forward through some of the parts that have identical content. But I definitely wanted to make sure we touch on the things that I needed to do differently. So as you can see, we're back at the drawbridge. And the rope... still attached to the well. Well, that's because you can climb down the rope into the well. I missed this last time, so it's really dark in here. Oh, sorry, sucked at my reading. Let me bring that back up. You grab hold of the rope and carefully lower yourself down into the well. The ancient well is choked with roots and various detritus and debris that has accumulated over the years. So, we will pick up bucket. Animal skull, interesting. Pick up any of these roots? Sections of thick metal are sewn onto a rough leather glove, creating excellent protection and reinforcement. You take the gauntlet. Sweet. Ah! 7 torches, doing much better. Yellow moss gives off a fragrant minty smell. Can I take that? I can. This mossy fungus has a yellowish tint to it and smells of mint. We'll take all that shit. Well, let's just start taking around the well. Well, well, well. What are we doing in the well? Scully asks with a chuckle. Ooh, what's that? Take. Nice. Attention to detail is serving me well this time. What plant is that? With a cluster of seeds near its crown, the leafy green plant is topped off with a bud that is yet to bloom. The mossy fungus has a yellow... Yeah, I already saw that. This skull looks like it might have come from some large rodent. However, you've never seen a rat with a set of horns before. He's a little tiny dragon. He's so cute. Come on, can we use it? Jesus, sometimes this interface is really frustrating. Very good. Huh? Oh, Oh, because there's oh. Now I get it. Okay, so I found out what the third code does.
A sad thing.
I didn't even notice that. So we'll have to do that. What I forgot to do, when you put in the third code, it drains the moat, so you can walk across it. Makes sense. Okay, so here we are once more in the library. Not nearly as cursed as last time, so I'm going to quickly regain my books. The only reason I know to check these bookcases is because I remember in original Shadowgate there was a way to open... Oh, we need to check the desk. Ah, glad I remembered that. You open the drawers of the desk, discovering a cloth-bound book and a blank piece of brittle parchment. You place these items in your pack. Completely blank. You start reading halfway down the page. With a pinch of dragon scale brought to a simmer and let rest in copper, an additional remedy for intestinal stomach injuries is to take 1 red-crested shroom, 1 stem of a seedling plant, and 1 white tear. Red-crested shroom, 1 stem of a seedling plant, and 1... Oh, that sounds like... That'll help me with my issues. Anything to take? No? Out of the blue, Scully announces, "Today be talk like a pirate day, arr. Come on, lad, ye try." Yeah, I did that a few weeks ago with Pixel Piracy. Yes, I want your advice. That's why I'm talking to you. Okay. So obviously, I'm still trying to find a way to open the bookcase. And I can't take these, can I? Can't remove the map from the wall. Let's check other rooms. Large bulbous contraption is connected to the ceiling via a series of cocooned tubing. For observational reasons, several rows of tiered seats are arranged around it. Weird. What have we here? Empty glass bottles. Empty bottle, empty bottle, empty bottle, and another candle. The opening looks to be closed. The huge contraption appears to be made from a combination of secreted materials, metal and iron tubing. A faint inner glow and a slow, almost imperceptible pulse makes it look like a beating heart. You notice an opening near the front of the monstrosity. Perhaps something goes in there. What's this on the floor? The long-dead carcass can only be described as a dog-like creature with a serrated set of bones protruding from its back. It looks like it was once very formidable. Give the carcass a once-over, but failed to discover anything useful. Ugh. Can I go behind this thing? No. You're unable to go to the laboratory. Why is that? You're unable to go to the cobweb. Can I take the cobwebs? I can. You decide against taking the cobwebs, swiping them aside instead. Well, what the hell? Let's just tidy up in here. I've got a broom. Why not? The maid's obviously on vacation. Can I go up there now? No. Huh. Interesting. Whoa. Hello. Your entrance into the dingy, smoke-filled guard room goes unnoticed. The goblins are all preoccupied with eating, sleeping, and reclining. Hey. Can I take things? This would be a good time to save, I think. Before I go getting all excited. If we quietly take the crossbow. So you reach for the crossbow. The nearest goblin snarls, freezing you in place. Almost as one of the goblins look up at you with the ah! The goblins look up at you with surprised expressions. It would be comical if it wasn't for what happens next. They leap to their feet and pile on you. You had the fleeting thought that this is what a wishbone must feel like as two of the beasts each grab a limb and rip them from your sockets. Why would they do that? They have swords. Just stab me.
You have chosen.
No need to be so theatrical. How could I silently kill these guys? I get the feeling I'm not good enough with my dirk. Nope. Foolishly, you attack the goblin with the dirk. The other two pull themselves up, pull out their weapons, and before you know it, crush your skull. Nope, nope, nope,
Tales
nope.
of your great sacrifice shall be told.
Calming. Maybe I can cast a calming spell on him. No. I'm wearing the goblin armor, aren't I? Maybe I can disguise myself with the cloak or something. Let's put the gauntlet on. These look kind of goblin-y. Oh, come on. Huh. Shh. Time for your proctology! Alright, now let's put him on. What's this helmet look like? Looks like a goblin helm. Ow! No, I don't want to hit the helm. Maybe if I put this one on. Do I look like a goblin now? Let's overwrite that. Can I speak to him? In an attempt to communicate with the goblin, you grunt incoherently. The inebriated creature waves off your remark with a rude gesture. Okay, well. Guess I don't look goblin-y enough.
What a pity that you...
Silly, silly goblins. The feeling I need that crossbow. Let's come back to this. Maybe there's more to be found. Ah! Punch him in the face. Whoa. Well, at least I don't... Oh, he woke back up. Let's kill the fucker. Jesus. Probably should have done that in the first place. You delivered the coup de grace to the unconscious goblin, ending its life. I'm surprised he didn't kill my ass. Ha ha ha! Over here, this large hall is dominated by a stained glass window rising to the height of the vaulted ceiling. I got a poker. You read the hastily written note. Fandral, I've discovered a great weakness in our defenses. Since we all have the mark, it is simply a matter of separating our heads from our shoulders.
Then our remains can be used in the hidden approach, and the wards will be engaged, allowing those with the knowledge to travel the castle unopposed. One merely has to be within our walls for this to work. It is signed with 3 squiggly lines. Yeah, that must be the skulls I've been finding. It's over there. So many places to go now. This is getting complicated. Lining the far end of the banquet room, the massive fireplace sits cold and unused, gathering dust. Is there a bellows? I remember I'll need a bellows later. Door is locked. That didn't help. Locked. Unlocked. Unlocked. Oh, another goblin. As you enter the small hallway, a goblin leaps out of the shadows, blocking your way. You both freeze, eyeing one another, each waiting for the other to make the first move. I will save. And punch works again? Okay. A look of surprise flits across the goblin's face as your gauntlet fist connects with the monster. With a sickening crack, the goblin goes down like a sack of potatoes. You raise your fist in triumph. And we finish him as well. Waha! What have we here? Ah, now we're looking more like a goblin. And a ring. You rifle through the goblin's belongings, looking for anything that might prove useful to your quest. You find a ring which you put in your satchel. The gold ring has the design of a griffin on it. Surely this must belong to the legendary King Dugan. You attempt to squeeze the ring onto your finger, but it's a size too small. Well, shit. Nothing else on the goblin. What's this? This hallway appears to have seen a very violent, intense battle. Castle's fortifications sit like an impenetrable wall against the relentless onslaught of the raging storm. Standing on a base inscribed with the words Reliant, Triumphant, a marble angelic statue reaches to the skies, an empty slot set within its outstretched arm. What's with this crystal shard anyways? Huh. You nearly slip on the damp, well-worn stones. Situated on the edge of a deep chasm, the castle defenses in a fortified watchtower. You rummage through the sack, finding 2 scrolls, a key, and a rune. Taking these, you then discard the sack. A rune? Hey! Looks like we might actually start getting somewhere with those things on the wall I've been seeing. You hastily unroll the parchment, paying little heed to the manuscript's condition. You are drawn to one particular passage. Follow the path that the ancients have left, the philosopher, the historian, the bard, and the priest. From Leolf Dristlin and Horatic Surf, Denswith born to Elder Anim, Lilith heir along with Abner, and lastly Ularoa provides the key. You unroll the scroll. And a new spell, Flamoris. See, I didn't read it this time. I'm getting smarter. Let's add that to the list. And what does it do? Shimmering glyph translates to the word Flamoris. In your mind, you see a dazzling flash of light. Yeah, maybe I can blind the goblins now. What's this? Put the quiver into your satchel. Well, let's just put that on our... maybe we can't put it on our back. And we will take his bow. And we will open... Fail to find anything useful. Can we burn him? No. Can I take anything off of him? No. That's a dead obelisk. Oof, better hurry. Locked door, well that's okay because I got this key. It's not for that. Okay, not that one. Perhaps this key will open one of these. Awesome. Let's go into this chamber first though. The stairs wind away from you, upwards from this landing to the next. Chilled air wafts down the stairs, sending a shiver down your spine. Large stone appears to have fallen from the ceiling. I'm gonna get my skull crushed walking this way, guaranteed. Cold gray stone of this tower landing perfectly reflects your dour mood. You throw the bolt open, unlatching the door. I bet I know where this leads. Aha! Good. I can move easily back and forth. Another torch. Door is locked. That's not the right key. The winding stairs end abruptly in a stone wall. There sure is a lot of stone in this castle. Well, that's kind of what castles do. The intricate color weaving of this tapestry highlights the epic figure of a hero readying himself for battle. Can I take it? No? Can I burn it? Yes. Although... I don't know that did anything. There's another door I can open. Circular room houses a massive telescope as well as all manner of stargazing paraphernalia. You unroll the scroll. You read the words on the scroll. Oh, it's Tarak. I remember what Tarak does. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but... that one won't take me any time to figure out. Let's read it anyways, just for good measure. Glyph translates to the phrase, Tarak, you feel unsteady on your feet when you concentrate on it almost as if the earth was shaking. You open the book to an interesting entry. You read the handwritten entry on the page. I have noted several observations over the past fortnight. The stars have moved into an unheard of alignment. The unnamed hero, the hourglass depicting endless time, the broken sword of betrayal, the hooded figure of Thanos, the life stealer. All these constellations are out of season and position, yet here they are chasing across the night skies. Unbelievable, this can only portend a time of terrible danger and upheaval. The entry is signed by Astronomer Laurel. Star chart is affixed to the wall. You recognize some of the constellations, the pouring goblet of salvation, and the broken sword of conquest. I can't take it. Well, then I'm going to burn it. That which cannot be taken shall be burnt. With a maniacal laugh, you light the star chart on fire, cackling, "Burn, baby, burn!" This reveals something hidden within the rock wall. You put the shooting star in your satchel. Whale. And a lightning rod. And a sextant. There's no way to open the telescope. Let's use it. Look. Pointing towards the cloudy sky and secured by countless chains, this massive iron telescope must be nearly 60 hands high and half that in width. Use thyself on telescope. Use telescope on thyself. Use thyself on telescope. That's what I wanted. Thank you. You step in close and look through the telescope. Huh. I see nothing. Oh, I gotta get rid of the clouds, I bet. Open. Oh, let's try my key again. No. We need to prioritize this curse. Alright, I have not gone in here yet. Bleak stone walls this tower, landing offer little warmth and comfort. Ah! Silence. A pair of goblins reach from the shadows blocking your way. Silence reigns as each combatant waits for the other to make the first move. Can I blind them? Or can I earthquake them? First I should save. No. Skull smashed again.
'Tis a sad thing.
Oh, excuse me. Didn't grab coffee this morning. How can I kill two guys at once? Let's try a different spell. Flamoris works. Almost without thinking, you release a spell. Flamoris! The two goblins teeter unsteadily, trying to blink away the brilliant flash of lights. Kill them! Kill them! What? You attack one of the goblins with the sword, however the other orients on your sound and swings its weapon at you. Your head explodes, sending blood, bone, and grey matter flying.
It's a sad thing that your adventure has ended here.
'Tis a sad thing that your
Flamoris works on goblins. I just have to figure out what to do with them after I've stunned them. Maybe they need a good punching too. Flamoris! Punch! You quickly throw one punch and then another. Goblins crumple and fall to the ground one after the other. Adrenaline racing through your veins, you jump up and down shouting, "That's right, come get some!" After a moment, you settle down, nursing your aching knuckles. Ha ha! With a flourish, you deliver a death stroke to the nearest goblin before twirling a weapon and stabbing the other before it can rise. Over here. Armor. You rifle through the goblin's belongings, looking for anything that might prove useful on your quest. You find a lovely red crystal, which you put in your pack. We're getting closer. Use armor on self. Strap the shoulder piece onto your armor. Well, we're getting somewhere. Before you know it, we're going to look just like a goblin. A rock font filled with stagnant, discolored water is attached to the wall. Yeah. It's hard to look at anything in this game and just assume it's decoration. Some malevolent force is sucking all the light from this room. You sense that the very darkness itself is alive. Flamoris! Quickly chant the spell Flamoris to flash. The spell goes unnoticed by the living darkness in this room. Oof. I know I need to find a cure. I'm well fucking aware. Is this an elemental spirit that we can suck into the orb? Since you don't have magic missile handy, you decide try using this. That's awesome. I cast magic missile at the darkness. Oh my god. Some of you will get the reference. Those of you who do, thumbs up. Those of you who don't, thumbs down. Casting magic missile at the darkness does not work. Since you don't have magic missile handy, you decide to try using the silver orb instead. Your efforts are in vain, and the living darkness is unchanged. It would appear that I'm not ready for that room. Oh! When you enter the treasure-filled room, an otherworldly creature chained to the floor lifts its head. Ah, at last! Listen, mortal, for I am called Jungtai, last of the Gongojin. Gogwajin. I have been imprisoned here, aeons beyond man's understanding. The Jin moves. Its ethereal form shifting in a mesmerizing way. I have grown weary of this place and could do with a little sport. Should you prove worthy and answer my riddles, I may grant thee a bone of unparalleled succor. What say you? This guy is replacing the Sphinx, isn't he? Your voice cracks as you inform the creature that you are ready for the challenge. The Jin's eyes glint mischievously. If you dare, bring me the answer to this riddle and you shall prove your worth. What goes in water red and yet comes out black? Ah, my tempered sword. My dirk. What? As you launch yourself at the chin, the dirk at the ready, the creature strains at its chains and whispers a word that you do not understand. In a flash, the room begins to whirl, vertigo overtakes you, and you're transported from the room, arriving in a different place. I thought he was going to say my sword. It went into the water red and comes out black. Well, a little bit of backtracking then. We're going to play a little bit more and then break this episode. At least want to get back to the genie room. Huh! Oh, yeah, I gotta blind him first. Whoops.
'Tis a sad thing.
Right. Flamoris! Punch! Sucker punch! Ha ha! And we take their things and open their bodies. Looks like Flamoris is not the solution to the other goblins, simply because they're giving me so much armor. Get the impression I'm going to be sneaking in there rather than blinding and punching. This is the dark room, right? Yes, we will develop our film in this room. From all those vacation pictures. Alright, this is the room of the Jinn. Yes. I'm not ready, though. What else do I have that would go into the water red and come out black? Burnt torch? Perhaps I don't have it yet. The drabstone wall offers little respite, merely adding to your sour mood. Is yet another spear for me to take? Strain a muscle in your back trying to move the statue. Right. Can we use... what was it? Was it... no. Pick up. Doesn't make me stronger. Mix? No. Chrysalis? Well. Even though I ain't got a nose, something doesn't smell right. Excuse me. Oh, hey, baby. Well, hello. When you enter the strong room, the woman lounging in front of you begins to speak. I do not know what he sees in you. I am not impressed. She shrugs before continuing. Forgive me and allow me to introduce myself. I am Malor Kahu, Chief Lieutenant of the Drakahan.
You wonder what would bring me to this wretched keep. Surely nothing less than the summoning of a great lord. Nearly a score of years removed, Talamar the Black beckoned me, and I answered him gladly. The forces of Drakahan were mine to command. We fell upon these wizards like rabid wolves. Their powers, their elemental pets, they were nothing to one such as he. Now all have fallen or fled, all but one, for he is timeless. The coward has barricaded himself within his tower, an ancient artifact within his grasp. But we will have him still, or if my goblins do not pull him from his hole, when my lord returns, the wizard's head shall lie at his feet.
You are an evil bitch. Unlike my underlings, I will not underestimate you. She finishes with a low snarl, her body growing, transforming. She's a changeling, a deadly race able to take the form of a monstrous creature. The werewolf, once a fairly attractive female human lieutenant, is poised to attack. Well, this looks like the perfect opportunity for a cliffhanger. What's gonna happen? Next episode. See you there.